Hi, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, there has been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk on the internet regarding the recent brouhaha between Domahene and Asantehene. I just want to shed some information on that one. I heard Don Tilu explaining the reason why Domahene is wrong. I'm hearing a lot of things, but I just want to take this opportunity to explain to people where this thing can head to. You see, people has traveled. When you look at Ghanaians, the only discovery we have done, the only thing we know how to really articulate, we know how to articulate very, very well leadership. We can articulate very, very well about someone else's progress in terms of their personal lives. You see, we are good at that. I heard Don Tilo mentioning Titaniamebia, ancient time when this king became a king, and when this person became, and why Ashanti agreed to have a king. A king meaning a king in Ashanti region. He is right about the fact that Otumfuo, Ashantis has taken Otumfuo as a king. Ashantis has taken Otumfuo as a king. I really want you to share this video. So they don't see anything wrong with the fact that a king is going into territories, and this is, I would say, it is economic power that people are claiming. Don Tilo also made a point about when Queen Elizabeth, when they invited the Ashanti king or something like that, it was the Ashanti king alone they invited. Yes. Also, when Queen Elizabeth died, in fact, Prince Charles invited the Ashanti king. Yes, it was true. So they recognize Ashanti as a kingdom. Maybe. We don't know that. Queen Elizabeth is aware of the political demarcations and also the political standards where Ghana stands in terms of democracy. You see, people are playing with something. People are worshipping something. People are bringing themselves under something they don't even know. Domahene only explained the political standards in terms of law. One thing I heard Domahene explain is that Ghana has no king. He said Ghana doesn't have a king, and it is true also that Ghana, we don't have a kingship because there's no money with a king in terms of the law. There's no authority given to any king. There's no authority given to any king or a chief within the democracy that Ghana has signed to. There's no king when it comes to our constitution. There hasn't been a king. Meaning Ashanti, whether in my home, I've given the autonomy or a legal right to somebody in my home does not mean that person has a legal right on the whole of my family. It is my home that I have given that legal right, authority for decisions regarding a certain things. But Ghanaians don't know law, so this thing is getting if this has to do with only Ashanti people, then it would not have affected the whole country. The whole country will not be talking about it. But you see, we fail to understand that what affects a brother, it affects another one too. So our actions, we think, oh, my business. No, it affects the whole country. So Domahine said there is no king, and yes, the man is a judge. He reads the law like he is a judge. I mean, from lawyer to judge, I mean, no respect. Okay, this is where the kingship has brought to Ghana about power struggling. Some people are still holding on to the old things when people occupied a land, and people are still using the same method to occupy and to bring other people under them. It's all about bringing people under. So if, let's say, Ashanti region has given authority, some kings don't feel powerful enough to make decision on their own land, has given authority to one person, want to dominate. And right now it's getting to a slippery side where, from what I'm hearing, kings are being installed, people are dying. This is bringing death to the land, because now it is attracting people who are not disciplined, and they are going back to Ghana to fight for kingship, and they are dying. In fact, it is bringing animosity amongst the people. People are dying. People are dying because of kingship. There's no peace because of kingship. You see, gone are the days where kings will go to a territory, they would, go to other places and occupy a land because they are strong. Right now, it's not about fighting and all those things. They are using other means to occupy power, just because they think they have power. So let's bring somebody and us. You see, there's something, Bibi, there's something Ghana for paying for, like they have not thought about it. There's a spiritual implications when you there's a spiritual implication, There's a spiritual implication when you remove your shoe. This is a ritual. So let me just explain something. The King of England. So if I go and associate myself with some other organization where there are requirements, and because I have associated myself with those organizations, I come back to my hometown, I became popular. And people think it is culture, it is recognition for the whole tribe. People actually think the King of England or Prince Charles inviting Otumfuo, Jack, I'm doing well. People actually think King Charles inviting Otumfuo, it is a recognition for Ashanti tribe or Ashanti religion or whatever. People actually think that. People actually think, say, just because I am in my family, I go and join some association and I am part of some association and I've been invited for something. People are thinking, so they are using the word yesum, yesum, yesum. Hey, I'm afraid for Ghana. I am very, very much afraid for Ghana. Because I don't know how we've allowed ourselves not to grow. I don't know how olden time, the actions of our forefathers has stuck to some people that they don't even care to ask questions. They don't know. You see, there's so many things happening in Ghana that it's a curse. People, you see, this spirit of dominance has overruled rights. The spirit of dominance. So the only thing African men, young men, has discovered and can explain and are very good at articulating is who and who is where and who is what and who is there and who is here or off or come or has came or gone. We are some people are very, very good at that. You see, countries are developing things together. Countries are working together to overcome, I would say, poverty, social power, to gain social power, to gain political power for the country. We are in Ghana, even after traveling, we are still explaining how our forefathers, do you know how Canada was occupied? Do you know how the white people came here? Do you know the laws? Immigration laws are changing on a daily basis. Immigration, even how people enters into Canada, it is changing on a daily basis because what? There's a lot of dynamics within how human beings think. So people are changing, but Ghana is stuck. The youth of Ghana, Ghanaians, old, young, are still stuck to when people, you see, going to another man's, historically, there are laws, and according to what is going on right now, Domahini is the, I would say, the president of that area. They have given themselves titles or responsibilities when it comes to the chieftaincy. So do we care for peace? Ebenezer, Ben, do we care for peace? This should not be yenya yeye asantefo na yenya yeye bunofo na yenya yeye kwofo na yeye doma like a brekum for. Look at small pockets of towns with nothing, oh, but yet a young man will come and sit down and explain the forefathers' curses, the curse, the things that has brought family breakups. You see, there's a spiritual implication people are playing with. When a chief, a king, or anyone adult removes their shoes, another man orders another man to remove their shoes. You see that generational curses that follows people. You will never make it in your life when you do that in front of another man. What you are doing is you are relinquishing every authority in power in your home. In fact, you will not have authority even in your own bed. In your own bed, your own wife would disrespect you. It's not because she wants to. It is the spiritual implications of someone saying that I am under another man. Even in Canada, even in Aburuchi, a black man steps a foot here and they give you your responsibility, what you are in charge of and what you have authority to. They don't make you submit to another man. They don't make you. So we think we are talking about culture and tradition. This is not African culture. This is what the slave man came with. This is what the slave. Do you know why black people lost their power and authority? Do you know why black people lost every authority they had? It is because of submitting to the foreign things that was brought to our country and how we envied to become like them. When the kings from the ancient time, during the era of the fight between the church, the Catholic Church, the Protestants, and the Corinthians, the people who, the Spanish, when we talk about Spanish, they are the same people who are now French and other Latins and other languages mixed together. They were the people who drinks blood, eat their own neighbor, walk into other territories, and wickedness. Do you know how many Romanian women's, all this upper top there, do you know how much they enslaved them? They brought these foreign things to Ghana. They brought it to Ghana, Africa. Not Ghana alone, they brought it to Africa, and Africa became lost. Africa lusted. They lusted of the power. And this is what is going on in Ghana. The spirit of power is overtaking our old men, and they lost power over the earth. You see, you lost. Ghana exchange, the old men exchange power. You see, the Bible says something about the meek inherit the earth. Do you see how Africa has lost power over the earth? Do you see how this area has gained power over the earth? This is because you lost power of the unnatural things. You lost power over unnatural things. In fact, all these Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth uses our old men for power. You would think you are in some cult. You would think you are in some association, some lodges and some whatever. They are using you. In fact, they are draining. You see, you are opening the territories of your secrets, your power source, which are your people, the earth. The things God put power in, medication, finances, your materials, goods, minerals, you lose power over them. You lose power over every blessing thing that God says all these things bear witness of how big, how great, how omnipotent I am. You lose power. So Africa has lost power because they lusted over the unnatural things. And these countries, so Prince Charles inviting Asantehene, it is a ritual. So somebody invites Asantehene and you Ashanti person are sitting there saying that because the whole Ashanti is recognized, then let me tell you something. If you all were recognized, then Ashanti Kingdom should have been able to be I would say, the transformation should have been noticed in Ghana. Transformation. Na madam fuye osikani na me ho ebon debia me ho bon. My friend is a billionaire, and I am sitting in Jeddah, parked in front of my billionaire with Maybachs and all these jeeps and big cars, Forerunners and all, and I have Jeddah parking, and I'm going back and forth with my friend. And when I'm going to my friend, I have Gary with soakings, where my friend is cooking some big nice drinks and food, big vegetables, fruit table, dessert table, the main course meal, and I am eating Gary in my friend's house. Hey, Ghana for. Hey, na say na mutieni. Na be na so you be. Na so we be. Hey, me de me hu kura ya me ade na bo me hu mpo. Ade na bo me hu. I am surprised at the fact that young men will come and put kerosene in this fire burning. Young man will come and put kerosene in the fire that is burning between these two powerhouses, and we take it as it is enchirechiremu yebechirechiremu. Let me just explain to you how Ashanti acquired this and how hey, my brothers. Just because I have a Jamaican friend, where my Jamaican friend invites me to their house, just because I have a Jewish friend, where the Jewish friend invites me to my house, so I will bring my whole family to my Jewish friend. Do you know the contract I have with my Jewish friend? So the king was invited to England, and so Ashanti is recognized. That is our problem. Right now, kings want to occupy territories, and very soon, by the time we realize that some of the small powerless people will feel, oh, then let me go and bring myself under this king. Maybe my family will be well. And do you know what happens? Do you know what happens when that happens? You lose power over the things you should have, where you should have reached. You will never reach there. And your whole people become slaves. Your home becomes slaves. So all these kings that think it is funny, instead of we have a government, let me use my influence to influence the government to bring development. We are fighting over chieftaincies. Ghana has signed for democracy. Let me put pressure on my now. Do you know what is happening now? Everybody want to be a chief. Everybody, and once they become a chief, they don't work anymore. Have you noticed that chiefs don't work? Have you noticed? So Ketechi Afrifa is not working. He's doing the job he's put there to do. He's not working. What will bring development? Oh, that's not what Ketechi Afrifa is doing. In fact, it is an initiation to poverty. It is an initiation to poverty. The whole kingship in Ghana, it is an initiation, because a king will go and travel to India, and now the Indian Buddhi will invite the king, and then the whole of the family will think, hey, now we are India, hey, we are now the favorite of the, and then they would use that to think they are powerful than the same group they live with. So you see that other countries, the young people are discovering. The young people are discovering they are bringing wealth into the country, not junks, not foes, not dead cars, not cracking cars, not accident cars. The only thing Ghanaians bring into Africa, the whole of Ghana for a two-coin, what they bring into Ghana, not development, junks, choking gutters, pollution into our country, no discovery. Entertainment area, there's no discovery, there's no new talent. We've killed every talent in Ghana because people want to be chiefs. In fact, you see young people dressed up in a way now, and also it is enticing. So when I hear me sum sikejanyo se me sum deben na me yema shimya se nipa kono, because you don't know what you are bowing to. You unim meko India no unim soya mako soy unim nyamako soy wo. I am in your family, but I went to India, meko England. I have now made friends. So just because I made friends, I am in your family. So you think, what is this thing? Why are we so daft? There was a research about South African that South African men are the most like crazy. Most of them are psychologically not we. I think when it comes to Ghana, you will see able people. Discovery, no. We have not discovered one platform where we will say Africa Exchange, stock of exchange, Africa Exchange, where black man is controlling. We have not seen that. You see, Nigerians are moving forward in development. I'm telling you. When you pay attention on the ground, they are killing the things that brings curses into the land. When a powerful man commits a crime, you don't see sides. A crime is a crime. You don't see sides. So the only people the opposition will be are the people defending, the people also making money, the lawyers and the families who may be losing the influence because of that person going to jail, so they will try to fight it. But I see Nigeria, even the celebrities nipping and putting their voice in it. Ghana on the other side, even a celebrity don't have power. Even a celebrity have no power. No one has power. So the only power place is politics and chieftaincy. We have a problem. Policy, politics and chieftaincy. That's the only power. So if one does not become, so you see Oketechi Afrifa, the minute he became a chief, he starts speaking for the chiefs. He starts speaking for the leaders because he has now become part of, you see, this is how the slave man came and was able to acquire so much of our people's head. This is exactly how the slave man came. They will give you a little power. They will make you think you are part of them. So Prince Charles invited the Ashanti king. He didn't invite anybody else. Do you think they recognize Anka Ghana? Anka Beye the hub of something. Anka Ghana would have been an island where the prince, do you know how much money these people are sitting on? And look at Kumasi, and you are telling me that because they recognized the kingdom. What kingdom? Which kingdom? Oh, I'm on for Chikasano na Yentiana. Yanti Chino. I'm on for Babai.